Hey up guys, hope you're all doing okay. Ready for another video of me Top Force. Upgrade time. Now I've ordered a couple of upgrades for this. Wheel hubs, front and rear. Also, something happened with my mouse whilst I was ordering them and it ended up with a metal motor mount and an aluminium drive shaft as well. Now these parts are on order and they should be here any day now. Oh, there we go. Excellent. Right, let's have a look what we've got. Hubs, drive shaft, motor light. Right, let's go. Let's do it. Let's get them fitted. That's it, comes off. Stuck on, that's all. Okay, let's have a look. Right. Turnbuckles next. Not turnbuckles. Steering links. Yeah, turnbuckles if you like. So what's next? I've got my manual handy just in case I need to refer to it, but these look pretty straightforward to me. Some of these screws in the steering have been coming loose, especially on these little arms here, these the bell crank. Some of those screws have been coming loose, but on the hubs they've been okay. Okay, good, that's those. I think I can undo these with a spanner. Yep. Alright. Just put you just there for now. Right, what have we got here? Yep, they look nice and healthy. I'll just give them a quick wipe whilst I'm here. Yep, they look okay. I'm just going to check the manual to make sure there's no little spaces or anything inside there. Let's have a look. Front hubs. Do the front or the back first on this? So do the back first. No, doesn't look like there's any little spaces inside. Let's just check when they put the wheels on. Okay, top deck, electrics. No, good, no little spaces. That's alright. I see. There's a little ridge inside that the bearing sits against. That's handy. Okay, keep that one. Alright, keep on to those. These are still nice and clean. And put some fresh grease on as well. Okay. That'll be the new ones then. Sweet. They look really nice. Alright, put a bit of grease on the inside. Just to help the bearings sit in. Tell you what, we'll do it this way. Bit of grease on the shaft. Bearing on. And push it, just drop it in like that and push it in. That's the way to do it, look. Nice. Same with this side. Just a bit of grease in there and in here. Bit of grease on the shaft. Bearing on. Push it through. Bearing on the other side. That's really nice. Happy with that. Okay, let's get it back together. Oops. What's the That's good. Yeah, that's enough grease on there. What I'm going to do with these is I'm just going to put a bit of liquid PTFE on here. I don't like using Loctite because it tends to lock the bloody things up solid. You can never get them undone. But liquid PTFE which I'll show you in a minute. It works really well. Let me just grab that for you. Here we go. That's the stuff. Liquid PTFE from Flowmaster. It still stays soft. It doesn't harden when you tighten up your joints, when you tighten up your screws. So it works really well for RC cars. Put that there, and the hub's falling out, so I'll just line that back up. Okay, where's this spanner? Here it is. Yep, feels like it's going in nicely. Yeah, that's nice. I'll do this one next. It's much more positive when that metric thread stops turning into metal. It's much more positive than it is into plastic. Excellent. Sorry. Right, okay then, so looks a lot better and feels a lot better and a lot strong, looks a lot stronger as well, feels strong. Hardly any play in that. Yeah, there's a bit of play in the plastic parts, unfortunately, but not in the metal ones. So if we can tighten that one up a bit, there's a bit of play there. Yeah, just come slightly loose. Better, and with this almost on here. That's tight, that one. Good. Excellent. Right, rear hubs next. let's just move some of these bits out of the way. We don't need any of these. A few spare screws and stuff. Right, don't need that. Might need these, so keep those here for now. Okay, so we've got screws here and circlips and pins here. Looks like we'll have to replace that with a metric screw. Just put them in this one for now. Got some screws for those anyway. Right. Okay, now for my favourite part, as I'm sure it's yours as well. Getting these E-clips off. Let's take this out of the way. Yep, I've got to try and get these E-clips off now without pinging them all over this room. Wish me luck. Right, this is going to take me a while. I'll pause the video and do it off camera and bring you back when I've made some progress. See you soon. Alright guys, sorry about that. I brought you back now. I didn't want to be filming myself chasing these E-clips all over my desk here when they pinged off, but luckily I managed to get these pins out without pinging the E-clips all over the place. Okay, so these are the old hubs, these are the new ones. Now the front hubs, these are not handed, but the rear ones are. I'm just been making sure I'm getting these the right way around, so I think I've got it correct now, so I can move those out of the way. The top mount for these had a self-tapper screw to go into the plastic. The new ones obviously aluminium, but they did come with a set of metric screws to replace the self-tappers. Now, like I said, these ones are handed on the back, and I think I've got it the right way around. If you look there, there's a little shoulder for mounting. The other side it's flush. This side is a little shoulder. This wants to go to the rear of the car to mount the top control arm on there. That's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it that way around. Now, interestingly, these don't appear to have any toe-in on them. There's a couple of degrees of toe-in on these hubs. These metal ones don't appear to have any, but we'll know properly when we've put the car back together. So, a bit of grease in there. Bit of grease on the shaft. I'm going to use the shaft to mount the bearings, and then I'm going to take the shaft out, the drive shaft out, and put the pins in without this thing flapping around. So put one bearing in the outside, one in the shaft, use it to mount the bearing in. There we go, look, they're seated in there. Get my pin. Don't lose the E-clip. We'll have a bit of grease on this, I think, why not? Just a touch. We'll work that through there. Nice. Let's get that clip on. Right, I'll try and do this on camera. Hope it works. Hope I don't embarrass myself. Good, that's one. Do the other while still feeling lucky. One bearing in. Bearing on the drive shaft, on the axle if you like, and use this to mount the bearing. Alright. Apologies if you can't see at this angle, but I'm doing my best here. Bit of grease. Ho ho ho! Done it. Amazing. Just going in there then. These screws that they've sent are set screws, cap head screws. They're not Phillips or crosshead. So let's just check I've got the right tools to do it with. So yeah, that's it. Drive just popped out, look. Popping back in. Good, that's one. There's the other. Alright. Oh, there might be a bit of towing actually on these. Not quite 3 degrees, but maybe 1 or 1.5. Anyway. How cool does that look now with the red aluminium hubs on there? It looks awesome. It'll look even better when the drive shaft's in. I'm going to do the motor mount and the drive shaft off camera because I think I've got quite a bit of work to do stripping all this down. Looks like I have to dismantle the chassis and the shock towers and maybe a few other bits as well. We'll see. I'll consult the manual and we'll see how easy it is. But yeah, I'm happy with these. They look awesome. Cool. Right, catch you in a bit.